It is On Air with Ryan Seacrest, and please welcome to the studio, Chris Medina.
All right.
It's so good to see you, man.
Good to see you, too.
Why don't you tell, for those that didn't see you on Idol or maybe don't know your story, sort of recap how you ended up in that audition on American Idol when we were on the road.
Well, I was watching TV with my fiancée, and she was involved in a car accident prior to that. Came out of it, and she was looking at the TV, and she's like, you know what? It would have been better if you were on the show. And I was like, you want me to be on the show? And I'll give it a shot. So I auditioned. They heard about my story. They wanted to do a profile on me, and when I got in front of the judges, they had asked, and it just kind of blew up after that.
Did you ever hesitate when you thought about this? Did you ever hesitate when Juliana said you should go do this? You ever think, maybe I don't want to talk about this on TV?
Yeah, a few times. That was like the initial thing. When American Idol calls you and says, hey, I want to do a profile, you think to yourself, what are the pros and what are the cons? Like, what am I afraid is going to happen? And immediately I tell myself, okay, the cons of this is there's going to be a lot of people talking about how, bad it is that, quote unquote, I'm exploiting her, or that, it's just a sob story, or, everything that did happen was the cons. But I was trying to think, what's the pro? What do I want to come out of this? I'm a guy that works at a coffee shop making lattes, and I'm thinking, how in the world am I going to take care of this person, that I love to death? And I just felt like this is an opportunity where if I get her story out there might be a doctor or, someone whose brother went through the same thing, some advice, some help. And it happened. It was the coolest thing.
And how's she doing? She's
doing great. She's doing good. Given the circumstances, brain injuries are such a challenging injury to, it's not like a broken leg. The doctor doesn't go, okay, in 6 months she'll be fine. It's like, we don't know if she's going to be okay. And that's like a risk you take. It's kind of like trying out for American Idol. You don't really know where you end up, where you stack yourself in the midst of all this talent. But if you don't try, you'll never know, so.
And you created a foundation to help with the cost of taking care of her?
We found a foundation to help organize it for us, yeah. And it was it's the best thing that happened. It was set up even before, I made it before the show aired. And it was really in hopes that someone out there would find out. I never knew that the story would blow up the way it did. That's like wildest dreams type stuff, but I kind of was hoping that there would be some sort of response.
What's the foundation's name?
It's the Loris Foundation, and it's you can look it up on the lorisfoundation.org, and if you look up the Juliana Recovery Fund, that's where you'll find it.
A lot of people, obviously, like you said, were touched by that story. And there's a group specifically that wanted me to let you know they want to make a donation to the organization, to the Loris Foundation. It's the folks over at Guthrie Ranker who are the people behind Proactive.
Oh, right on.
You've probably seen those commercials before.
Yeah.
They would like, that team over there, Proactive, would like to donate $35,000 to the foundation for Juliana.
It's so awesome. That's real cool. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, It's what I've always wanted.
Let's take a break and come back. Chris Medina is here. Look at the people, by the way. I just want you to know that as you're sitting here talking, there are more and more people coming up to the window and up to the door. This is our next guest. Hey, yeah. Topher.
Hi, Topher and Ryan Kavanaugh.
So moved by what we're hearing out there.
Oh, man, awesome.
As Chris. Hey, Ryan, how are you?
What's up, Ryan?
As Chris as you were telling your story, because you can't see behind you, as you were telling your story, suits began to get, like people with ties that never come watch the show began to approach the glass, and awesome. It's a moving story. It's a fantastically brave thing that you've done by continuing to share it and tell it and sing that song. I'm sure you guys were probably touched by that as well.
We actually, Topher pushed me a little bit. When Ryan gave the donation from Guthrie Ranker, we were you broke up, we broke up, and Topher and I kind of talked about it, and we want to do something special for you as well. And we actually want to match the Guthrie Ranker Ryan.
Dude,
donation. It was a very moving just discussion you had, and what we talked about is what defines a man, and you define a man, and we just want to.
That's so amazing.
It's
really great to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Really
so
a pleasure
much.
to meet you, and
Oh,
we didn't even know we were sitting out there in the green room. We started listening to you talk, and both of us just like couldn't say a word, and we just.
I'm not really an emotional guy. I mean, I really, but it's amazing. My hat's off to you, man.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's $70,000 donated. That's very generous, Ryan. Thank you, guys. Ryan Topher and Got the Ranker for making those donations.
Like we said, being
so
who you are. And
Thank you so much, really.
You're doing a good thing, Chris. You're doing a good thing, and we love your fiance, and we wish you guys the best. And by the way, if you want to support Juliana, I think there's hashtag support Juliana on Twitter as well, right?
Yeah,
Look at you. You're speechless, Chris.
It's a great day.
When does that happen?
I've never seen that happen. That's really
so far.
It's really sweet. All right, Topher, you're up. So go get a coffee, get some water, get ready. All right, Take Me Home Tonight is in theaters tomorrow. Topher Grace stars in that movie. The grandest gesture of all would be something that I don't know if you have the clearance to even do, but it's something that never been done before, and that would be to give a 1% of what happens at the box office for the movie. Now, I don't know how Topher feels about that, but I'm asking you since you're the producer.
You know what I think we should do? But it's going to be a condition you have to help you with this, because he's such a great guy after talking to him, and you clearly want to just help him, and he's everything you define a man by. I mean, he's standing by, or he's helping, or he's
So would you give
donate?
a %?
We will donate 1% of the movie's box office to the foundation. And
I didn't think he'd do it.
That's amazing.
I didn't think
wait. But I have one condition.
Okay.
You guys have to figure out how to set up some type of counter so that he can watch. How much money, because you can get
the tally
on Ryan
because
Seacrest.
you can box office is reported everywhere.
Yeah.
So you just have
Yeah.
to have a place where he can log in and
he
watch
can see what the
how
tally
much money
is.
is
Oh, that's
going.
great. So we go to the
great,
movie and we're supporting
You're supporting
Juliana,
it.
his fiance.
Yeah, that we'll do that. I
So
might not have to
foundation.
I'm dumb. So do some math with me. At $30 million,
that would be $300,000.
oh, I like this.
Nice.
At $40 million,
That would be $400,000.
at $50 million, how much out of Topher's pocket?
Well, it would be $500,000 out of the movie. I haven't
At
calculated.
that point, it really starts to hurt. So.
Okay, got it.
I
All
haven't
right.
seen the movie
calculated
not that many
out of
times.
Topher's pocket yet, but we're gonna have to
That-
negotiate.
That is, that's very. Are you
That's
are you being
amazing.
serious?
I'm
that's
100% serious. I really have that one condition. I just want him being the guy he is and seeing how inspirational he is to be able to log on. Starting Friday. However, you have these 2 gazillion technical people around here that will set something up. He can log on and watch it go to 100,000, and watch it go to 110, and watch it go to 200.
Nice.
That's so
Hopefully,
cool.
watch it go up to 500. And
So cool.
I'd love nothing more than for this movie to make the foundation $500,000.
That's fantastic. Ryan
Awesome.
Kavanaugh, Relativity.
Wow,
Topher Grace,
thank
Take Me
you.
Home Tonight.
I'm going to cry again.
In theaters tomorrow. I had no idea the show was going to take this twist today. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Good
man,
luck
too.
to you, man.